Hi everyone, my name is Jessica Priest-Akins. I'm currently a student at Central Georgia Technical College. I am here to present my presentation for my speech class on my past, present, and future. My past was very rocky. I had the equivalent of the Cinderella life, whereas I didn't have an evil stepmom, I had an evil stepdad, and my siblings were great, and my mother was present during all of this. My stepfather lived a very unstable lifestyle. We moved around a lot. In the fifth grade, my stepdad pulled me out of school. So I didn't go to middle school or high school. When I turned 18, he was ordered by the state to leave the home and not to come back. So at this point, my mother decided that it was a good idea to put me into high school. Well, I graduated when I was 21. And during this time that I was in high school, I met my husband. He and I got married my senior year, his senior year as well. He was 18 and I was 21. We had a daughter at the time together my senior year. I gave birth to her my senior year, and we had a great life. We had our own apartment, everything. Then 18 months later, I got pregnant with I had my son, and he had special needs. Our relationship started to fall apart, and things started happening that shouldn't have happened. During this time, my little sister reached out to me and told me that she had found our biological father, who I have never met and only talked to a handful of times. I reached out to him and I talked to him and we got to know each other and we met for the first time. And a few months later, he found out what was going on in my life and decided that it was the best idea to offer me an out of the situation I was in which it moved me to Georgia. He offered it to my husband at the time and he declined. So this led to us filing for divorce. And that to me is a good situation to have the divorce because it wasn't a stable relationship. On the off side though, not having an education or a job and being in a totally different state with two small children made it very difficult to figure out what to do next. We were currently going to a Baptist church, and one of the ladies at the Baptist church paid for me to go to a CNA class. I graduated the CNA class, worked as a CNA, put my way through school to continue in the medical field. I found that I really loved the medical field. As of this year, I have been removed from the medical field because of an injury that I sustained a few years back from a patient who kicked me in the head, and she had Alzheimer's, so this wasn't really anything she could control. And I don't blame her. I don't sue anybody because those injuries do happen. But it removed me from the medical field, which was not what I was wanting to do. And it actually devastated me. So my present is a little bit, it's been a rough present so far. So I had to give up on the medical field, and I have now moved into logistics management, which I have found is going to give me a very comfortable lifestyle, even though it's not my first choice. I am looking forward to moving through this program and continuing through this program and eventually graduating this program. During this time, I am a full-time college student and I'm a full-time mom. Currently, I'm a mom of 3 now. I have my own 2 children and I'm a stepmom to my soon-to-be stepson. I can say as being a stepmom, it's not easy. This is my present. We have custody of him. And trying to maintain that life with him and his biological mother is not easy. It's very trying. But I wouldn't change it for the world. I am in it through thick and thin. I am also raising 2 children who are approaching adolescence or are in adolescence at this point. My 11-year-old has now decided she's an adolescent, and my 10-year-old who has special needs is approaching it rapidly. And he has special needs in the aspect of we now know what he's been diagnosed with. He has autism spectrum disorder, mood displacement disorder with depression, and ADHD. I'm sorry about that. And with dealing with that, plus the hormones and everything like that are now entering into his system, it makes life very difficult at times, but it's also very enjoyable. It's a new experience. It's everything that I would not give up for the world. So in my present, I'm currently juggling the lifestyle of a mom, stepmom, and school full time. I'm not working because my boyfriend works full time on the base. And I wouldn't give up that for the world. I am their biggest cheerleader and they're my biggest cheerleader. But moving into my future, what I'm hoping for my future is a very big and bright future. I don't want to let anybody down, but I certainly don't want to let myself down. My plans are to graduate from Central Georgia Technical College and move on to Kennesaw State University and continue my education into my bachelor's and hopefully master's, to get married, to start working on base. And plans are to work for DOD, which is Department of Defense, and work overseas. And with working overseas, it'll give me the opportunity to travel that I never got to. My son will have to come with me because he will not be able to live on his own because of how he maintains himself. There's still a lot that has to be done for him. We do plan on, after we get married and after we're gone for a while and we're seeing the world, is buying some land here in Georgia. My goal is to buy land and help provide for my children in the future and have that stable lifestyle. Leave them something for them to grow into, or leave them something for after I'm not here. My other goal is for my son to have some kind of independence. And with that independence, we're, going to build him a little home. So he's still close to mom, but is still far enough that he has his independence. My daughter plans on traveling with us when we go overseas. She wants to be a culinary art student. So traveling the world, tasting different foods, that's what she's excited about. And after it's all said and done, I may have grandkids. I may not have grandkids. I don't know what the future holds in that aspect, but I would like to enjoy retiring and visiting my family and my siblings and their children. And I enjoy my family, so I would enjoy spending time with my family. And that would be my retirement. Getting myself into different organizations would be my future. I would love to go to Brazil and see and do missionary work over there and see what everything holds for my future. But I won't stop looking ahead and moving forward. But that is my past, present, and future goals. And this is my life. And I hope it benefits somebody to know that, there's somebody else out there who's just keeping it together and moving forward, but not going to let their past hold them back. So that is my presentation. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this.